BetOnline is your #1 source for all your summer sports this season, from MLB, golf, NBA, and NHL playoff stats. All the latest stats, news, and scores are available to you to follow your favorite teams. So get the latest odds and lines, including the latest team matchups, player props, and odds on just about every sport out there. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to get in the action. BetOnline, where the game starts.
Right.
Big Bob Man from Buck County, Georgia. Why is Dragunov on my TV? This guy belongs in AEW with all the other charismaless great wrestlers. What's in quotations? But why is Dragunov on my TV? This guy belongs in AEW with all the other charisma-less, quote-unquote, great wrestlers. From his silly hand gestures to disgusting chin hair to his face, I don't like this guy. Sure, he's a great worker, but he's no Chad Gable. His only personality is getting really, really mad and starts shaking his face and getting all red. I also feel bad for the talent that have to take his offense because he lays it in, but it's not like he's Gunther. He can legit manhandle just about anyone. This guy's undersized and boring, and talent have to make him look like he's Gunther. Am I wrong? What do you guys think of Dragunov? That stinks. I'm not interested in Dragunov yet, but like many characters, I'll give him a pass until he gets some personality. Maybe he'd nail some vignettes. Bro, Chad Gable was going nowhere for a long time. Now look at him. He's one of the most interesting guys on their show.
But did you see Dragunov on Raw?
No, you haven't seen Raw yet.
Okay, so he wrestles Ricochet.
Okay.
Watch that match and you tell me what you think.
Well, I don't care. That's the thing, though.
Right.
Like, everybody on TV, okay, to me, is a serviceable professional wrestler, right? And I don't, the matches are fine unless there's stinkers, like a really unbelievable match doesn't resonate with me like it wrestles other because they're still fake, I want to see character work. I want to see the guy nail some backstage vignettes, and I want to see him nail an interview.
That's why you don't like wrestling matches, because they're fake?
No, but ultimately, there's two things. Okay, wrestling's scripted, okay? But of all the realism of professional wrestling, the realest thing are the promos and the interviews, the backstage interviews. Okay, the fakest thing is the matches.
No, I don't think so, because I think
absolutely.
Let me tell you one thing real quick. I think during a match, when people have suspended their disbelief and you're bleeding, people will get into the match, and people will get into the match like if at the end, like there's some really good false finishes, they will get into the match and it feels real at that moment. So, yeah. Okay,
but however, okay, it's not as real as the promos that built up the match and got me interested in it.
Right.
It's like like you have to be really good at the promos because you're trying to get somebody to watch you fake fight. And some of guys are really good at it.
Right.
Okay, and a lot of guys are really good at the fake fight. But it's still fake, but they're just better than others, but they're not as good in the interviews. Right. So I'm like, to me the realest thing is the promos. And like, so that's what I'm more like compels me and I'm more interested in, like to the point like, okay, I want to see the story progress. I want to see what this. Okay, well, they're going to have the match. I can watch it. If they're going to wrestle 15 minutes, I'm probably fast forwarding through some of it and everything. But if it's two decent guys going at it, like two A-list stars, I'll watch. But like, beyond that, it's like I'm fast forwarding through most of the stuff, but just seeing what the finish is. Unless I'm reading that something happened during the match and I should catch it. Like people say, hey, this was really good. And it's a match from a guy that I haven't really seen have a really good match lately, and all of a sudden he had a really good match. I'd like to see that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just
So what I do is kind of similar to you. I find that if there's a match I want to see, like if it's a friend of mine, like Dominic or Ray or Ron Killing or somebody like that, the LAX or whatever, I'll watch those matches unless I know it's going to be bad, like the opponent it's really bad or it's a squash and I'm just like you. But what I do is I fast forward through the matches, but only like on the dead spots. Right. Like when they're selling like that. I try to watch as much as I can because I'm just so tired of watching matches, right? So unless it's a dream match or a good storyline or something I know is going to be good, like Danielson and what was this guy's name? Osprey, right. I'll watch something like that. But yeah, I'm into the interviews and I'm into the angles. But same thing with the interviews, Disco. Those aren't real interviews. Those are scripted interviews usually, or something you're coming up with to try to sell the match. So at the end of the day, I don't even look at it as fake wrestling. I just look at it as entertainment. just like anything else,
Yeah, but would you agree then? You're more compelled in a character that does. What character interests you more? A character that's a really good wrestler, or a character that's a really good talker?
The talker.
Right. So I think most people are. I mean, most people don't even realize that they are, and that's because the good talkers project more realism than what they actually do in their match. That's all I'm saying. Right.
Right. So Dragunov, who I think he's a Russian guy who was raised in Germany or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He the good thing, yeah, he is a little bit on the small side. They have a lot of great workers, so he needs to get some sort of character development. He's great in the ring. He makes a lot of facials where he's really mad that nobody else does, so that kind of sets him apart. But watch him in the Ricochet fight just so I can get your opinion. Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.